Hi guys, and welcome back to our new episode. Again, this is the money episode. We're talking about money in recruitment in Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about how much does a recruiter makes in Tokyo, okay? And we're talking about people, a non-managerial position, so from associate consultant to senior con.
Yeah.
These are like ballpark ranges.
Yeah,
right?
we're going to talk, I think, this total package,
Yeah.
right? Well, literally what someone should make in total at each of those levels if you're good at your job.
If you're good at your job, right?
Yeah.
So how much does an AC make?
This is, I think, the widest range,
Yeah.
actually, right? Because obviously it vastly depends on the company you're working for and the commission scheme and how quickly you've managed to get up to speed. But I get asked this question a lot because we interview a lot of a people,
right? New grads, tons of
new grads,
right?
And I think the typical new grad salary in Japan, if you're joining a normal business, you're probably earning about 3 million yen a year.
Yeah.
Right? $30,000 for those of you watching not in Japan. I think in recruitment, if you have a decent first year, I think you can earn, realistically, you should expect to earn about 6-7 million yen, something like that.
If you have a good year. That's maybe top of the range, I would say, right?
Yeah.
I think same thing for, of course, usually for associate consultants, right? But the companies will hire two types of profiles, either new grads or people that have a couple of years experience in some other fields, maybe sales, that can actually move into recruitment, right? So as Matt said, the base salary is probably going to be, relatively low in Japan, maybe, a bit higher, I would say, that maybe a new grad will get in other markets, I think, But the total earning could be quite good. So in general, as a rule of thumb, in recruitment, whatever your position and salary is, you should always make twice your base in commission, really, to be good at it, really.
I think, yeah.
So if your base is 3, you should make 6 million a year. If your base is 4, you should make 8 million in your first year, really.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that kind of just goes on. I actually think the gap gets wider as you get more experienced, right? Because I think... maybe we can just jump to senior con and talk about that. I mean, your career is going to develop, and I think most people it takes you a couple of years, 2 or 3 years, to get to senior consultant level in a decent business. But actually, the senior con level is really where you make some big money. And if you look at the first money episode we did, I'm sure most of you watched it already. We highlighted Joseph Koa, he's a senior con in our business, right? Earned 8 million yen, $80,000 in just 3 months commission, right?
I think he's going to do it again, actually, this quarter as well.
Could do it again this quarter. So I think if you once you get that experience, that 2 to 3 years, I think you can start thinking about tripling your base, not doubling it. And I think, if you're a really good senior con out there in the Tokyo market, you should be aiming at 15 mil plus. I think.
For sure. I think in Japan, if you're a senior con and you don't make 50 million a year, then maybe you're certainly not performing at the highest level, right? You're not, we meet and interview some senior consultants in Japan that make 30 million a year.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of the time is the tricky part of a senior con, because you make so much money without managing people that, you might thinking, why do I want to move into management if I make so much money, right?
That's true.
And that's a bit, I think, unique about the Japan market, right? In other market, because the fees are maybe a little bit smaller than in Japan, then, it is less tempting, right? But in Japan, I think, being a senior con, you have all the freedom, great work-life balance as well. After a couple of years, you don't really work that,
not as hard as you do when you first start.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, definitely. And I think that's the beauty of recruitment. I think you can, we talked about it in another video where your career can progress probably quicker than on average for your age.
Yeah.
So, you can be a manager at, as we both were, mid-20s, but also you can be earning a significantly higher salary than most people of your age if you are successful. So I think, obviously there are a lot of other perks and benefits of being a recruiter, but, if you're interested in earning that kind of money and you want a career in recruitment, then reach out to us and we can talk.